Hi, I'm Bill Hobson, and we have a real treat in store for you on today's program as we bring together a Hall of Fame collection not only of players, but of golf course architects. How about we bring together Tom Watson, Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus, Ben Crenshaw, and Tiger Woods, all under one umbrella at America's next great golf destination, nestled in the Missouri Ozarks. We've got a fun program ahead, my friends. Don't go anywhere as we introduce you to Big Cedar Lodge.
Welcome to Michigan Golf Live Television, celebrating our 20th season of shining the spotlight on the best places to stay, play, and enjoy the greatest game on earth. Stay connected 24/7 to MGL on Facebook, Twitter, our weekly radio show, and podcasts on the all-new 4golfersnetwork.com.
It only takes a couple of seconds, your first glance, to realize what a special destination we're featuring on today's program. Hi, I'm Bill Hobson, and it is a pleasure to have you with us as we bring you inside America's next great golf destination. But here in the Missouri Ozarks at Big Cedar Lodge, there's so much more than just golf. It's a sportsman's and a wilderness paradise, and coming up near the end of the program, we've got some important details for you regarding a trip back here with me this fall. And we've got a lot of ground to cover before then, so let's get things started and introduce you to Big Cedar Lodge in the Missouri Ozarks. It's not easy to put into words the entire experience at Big Cedar Lodge, so we brought along the expert, Jenna. How do you describe this place?
Oh man, it's really just an outdoorsman's paradise. I mean, we have so many outdoor activities and we have 4,600 acres to do it on. So we have everything from the Lost Canyon Cave and Nature Trail to an indoor wonderland of Ozarks history with the Ancient Ozarks Natural History Museum. It's really endless, the amount of things you can do, and something for everyone of every age.
We, of course, focus a lot on the golf side of things, but away from the course, no matter your age, there's a little something for everybody. And all of it encompasses that vision from Johnny Morris, right?
Exactly. Our whole goal is to get people connected to nature and to do that around the beauty of the Ozarks. And if you're doing that with family, friends, maybe you're having a wedding, no matter what, you're going to be surrounded by this beautiful place, and it's really a hidden gem that we hope to share with the world.
As we officially launch our tour of the incredible golf available at Big Cedar Lodge, we do it on the course that takes my breath away every single time. Top of the Rock, a 9-hole par 3 masterpiece. And before I go any further, let me welcome into the program the man who's going to serve as our tour guide throughout our stay here, Matt McCreary. It's good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Here we are on the creation of the Golden Bear. What is this almost unreal course like?
Well, it's great to have you guys back. Top of the Rock is a 9-hole par 3 course by Jack Nicklaus. Each one of these holes could be a par 3 signature hole on any other 18-hole golf course, but we have 9 of them here.
The legends of the game play here every year. You know this is special when you have a litany of Hall of Famers to tee it up on the Top of the Rock.
Exactly. We're the first par 3 course to ever be featured on a PGA Tour event, and we're really proud of that. But the course really speaks for itself, as pretty as it is and as well as it plays.
This course as a trip starter or maybe a trip ender is such a cool one. You can get around in a couple of hours, but it's also one where you want to bring the camera.
It's a great introduction to all our golf courses. It's kind of takes your breath away when you play here, but it's also a great capstone to the end of a golf trip, one around you're probably not going to forget.
You know, we should also point out that it's not just a novelty. This is going to test your game. This isn't a pitch and putt par 3.
No, it's a target golf course for sure. You'll probably use every club in the bag while you're out here, and there's water that comes into play on about 5 of the holes, so you need to bring your A game when you play the course.
I said that just to set up an excuse for the unlikely event that I might make a bogey.
Right. No, that's not going to happen. Nothing but pars and birdies for
That's
you.
because we had it heavily.
Exactly.
Well, Top of the Rock is a fantastic way to launch our journey here at Big Cedar Lodge, and as you'll hear later in the program, we're going to give all of you a chance to come back here and play it with us in the fall.
Exactly. Excited to have them here.
With Top of the Rock being the first tour event on a par 3 course, I thought it would be a good time to visit with the man who directs that tournament, Kirk OBrien. You have a chance to work with the world's best players and bring them to this special place. What's that experience been like?
Being around the Jack Nicklaus, Gary Player, Lee Trevino, Tom Watson era golf, really gives you a sense of appreciation for what these men did to put golf on television before you and I started loving golf.
They also are accustomed to playing really good golf courses, but nothing like this at Top of the Rock and at Mountaintop in a par 3 sense. What do they tell you about the experience?
Well, it's unique, and Jack Nicklaus is on record as we got to do some fresh things in golf, and this is a very fresh perspective. In 2014, had our first event here with Bass Pro Shops Legends of Golf. It used to be held in Savannah, Georgia for many years. Johnny had the vision to bring it here with his designer Jack Nicklaus and put it on this golf course. And the first time the tour ever endorsed something like this, well, that gives us a big sense of pride.
Here at Big Cedar, everybody watching us has a chance to play the courses that they have seen on television. How special of an experience is it for an amateur golfer to play Top of the Rock, Mountaintop, and the other courses?
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredibly humbling too. You see them hit the green most of the time, and then you get up and think, oh, it's just a par 3. But yet you have the azaleas, the rocks, and the water, and the beautiful swans coming through in the lake. I mean, there's a lot of things impacting you where you can't stop looking at the lake. So it's quite the experience to play where the pros play, that's for sure.
I have absolutely no doubt you're familiar with the concept of camping, roughing it, getting out in the wilderness and taking in the beauty of nature. But what about those of you who don't really want to rough it, but you'd still like the other part of the equation? Well, here at Big Cedar Lodge, they are ready to introduce to you the concept of glamping, glamorous camping. We'll talk about that and much more when we continue from Big Cedar Lodge. Welcome back to the show as we continue our incredible time at Big Cedar Lodge near Branson. You know this is a fantastic golf destination, but don't lose sight of the reality that this is a sportsman's paradise. Ready? Pull! Another 20 out of 20. Let's take a look at some of the other fun you can have off the golf course here at Big Cedar Lodge. Now the question is, what is there to do at Big Cedar Lodge when you're not golfing? Jenna Glazier, there's a little place called Fun Mountain that has a fairly wide menu of activities.
Yep, a little place, Fun Mountain, 50,000 square feet of fun. We have 16 lanes of underwater themed bowling. It's really unlike anything you've ever seen before. You're surrounded by waves and you feel like you're really in an underwater experience. Sea animals, it's just a really cool place to be. We also have an amazing arcade with a ton of games, something for everyone. Back in there you'll also have laser tag, we have augmented climbing walls, go-karts, 4-story ropes course. The possibilities are really endless.
Got a little NASCAR fun in, a golf simulator,
yeah.
Bumper cars, and then we get out to the ropes course, which if you're afraid of heights, send somebody else up there like I did.
Yes, because you will be dangling over live alligators and
actual
a
alligator.
python. Yeah, it's a lot of fun though.
Of course, Big Cedar Lodge, Bass Pro Shops is going to have a shooting academy.
Of course.
What's it like there?
I mean, just like you said, it's really an outdoorsman's playground. We have a different array of things to do there for all skill levels, from trap, clay shooting, to skeet shooting, to 5-stand. And it's just a really amazing backdrop to be there as well. You're set against Table Rock Lake, and there's really nothing better than being out at the shooting academy.
Then we are often asked the question, if I'm going to go to Big Cedar Lodge, what kind of rooms do I have to choose from? I don't even know how to begin to answer that question because it includes kind of lodge hotel rooms, cottages in the woods, and now something called glamping.
Yes, Camp Long Creek at Big Cedar Lodge is something we're super excited about. We have everything from glamping tents. It's just a completely modern take on camping. You're not really roughing it by any means. We like to say it's where camping and comfort meet. We also have camp huts, camp cabins, and family friendly. You can go as a couple's date or you can bring the family. It's just a really good time.
For as long as I've been paying attention to golf course architecture, Tom Fazio has been atop my list of favorite architects. And so when we visit Big Cedar Lodge and we have the chance to visit Buffalo Ridge, it's a Fazio masterpiece and it's really a special experience. Greg Thomas is the golf professional over in this part of the Big Cedar world, and I love what Fazio did here. How do you describe it?
It's magnificent. Just the way they use the natural Ozarks terrain to build the golf course and just route through the hills and the the rock outcroppings that have been exposed. It's just a magnificent facility.
It would be easy for us to do an entire program just about Buffalo Ridge.
Yeah.
You've got the wildlife out here with actual buffalo. You've got a different feel, I think, between the front and the back nine. And as we head down the home stretch, 14 through 18, what's that area like? What's that part of the course like?
Well, it's much different than being like up here around the clubhouse area. Obviously, 14 is down in a low valley that has a creek that runs the entire right-hand side and then goes in front of the green. Not to mention it's 615-yard par 5.
And of course, even though 14 is a tough par 5, everybody is guaranteed a birdie if you have multiple takes on camera. And then after you finish that beautiful hole, you head up to number 15, where the view on the tee box is breathtaking.
Yeah, it's just a spectacular view of number 15, high up above down to a fairway down below. Golf hole isn't extremely long, but it's very challenging with the water on the right-hand side of the hole to a two-tiered green that can be a little dangerous with a false front on there as well.
As you've spent more time here, obviously, than I have, you become accustomed to how special some of these settings are. But when you look at 15 green with the water, mini waterfall on the right and the bridge set back on the right out across the rock croppings, it's really pretty cool. And for golfers in the Midwest, we don't see that kind of thing.
Correct, yeah. It's a special place, what our owner has created here, and just to be a part of it is a lot of fun. But like you said, just the water, the bridges, all that natural rock that's been exposed to just highlight our region, our beautiful Ozarks areas is pretty cool.
You step up to the finishing hole, the 18th, kind of a sweeping turn to the left over the valley. You can see, I think, all the way back to the Midwest from up there, and it looks like the hole may never end.
Yeah.
Beast of a par 5.
It's a good finishing hole. You have to get the ball in play off the tee, obviously, because there's basically you're out of play if you go left or right. If you hit a good tee shot, though, the hole's fairly simple, but getting that tee shot in play is pretty difficult. But it's a great finishing hole, good par 5, and just a great finish to a wonderful facility.
It's not every day you get to play a course of the year, but for the state of Missouri, Buffalo Ridge was named the course of the year. Correct. You know it's special, and you know Mr. Fazio did some pretty good stuff here.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to be able to have some awesome architects be here at Big Cedar Golf and Big Cedar Lodge, and Tom Fazio's obviously very good.
When you list all of the architectural names involved with golf courses here at Big Cedar Lodge, you can include in that list Tom Watson. Not a bad way to go, but it's not because of a full golf course, Matt. It's something a little more unique. Why bring in a Hall of Famer for a putting course?
Well, Big Cedar Lodge, we like to do things big, obviously, and this putting course is just that. There's rolling hills, there's hard putts, really challenging putts that can challenge any golfer. So it's like a grown-up version of mini golf on real grass, but designed by legend Tom Watson.
And it's not just come out and hit it wherever. There's actually a different course set up every day.
Correct. Every day we cut a different course for them, so there's a different hole, different challenges, different looks from day to day. So a golfer could come out here for a week and not play the same putting course twice.
And in the ever-present attention to detail at Big Cedar Lodge, you don't even have to bend all the way down to the ground to pick up your beverage, because strategically placed cup holders found throughout the putting course.
Exactly. Makes it easier for golfers to enjoy a beverage and enjoy the views while putting around here.
From the putting course designed by Tom Watson, we head out on a 13-hole walking journey designed by golf icon Gary Player. Offering views from the highest vantage point in the region, Mountaintop winds golfers through gorgeous terrain, highlighted by rock walls, the historic steel bridge, and a natural setting that hosts a challenging and beautiful par 3 walking course. What is it about this Mountaintop course that you like the most?
I think it's the green complexes. There's lots of undulation, slopes and hills in the greens that make it really fun. Most par 3 courses, you have one shot into the green and from there it's putting. But if you make the putting really intense and hard, it really adds another challenge level to the course.
You know, I can't get past the beauty of like the rock wall formations on some of the holes here, not to mention the scenery across the valley. You don't see it anywhere else.
Exactly. These natural rock formations are 300 million years old, just exposed as the course was being constructed and hand carved out and revealed, so it really adds a unique touch to the course.
I think it's also important to point out that not only is walking the only option on Mountaintop, it's really a pretty pleasant walk. It's not like you have to be a Sherpa or a distance runner.
Exactly. The total walk is less than 2 miles. So if you put a pedometer on and played an 18-hole course with a cart, you'll actually take more steps walking to the tee box, to the green, through the fairway than you would playing this full course.
And into the woods.
Correct, yes.
Depending on how things are going. Well, it's one of those courses where I would so love to shake the hand of the designer, in this case Gary Player, and just say thank you, because it's so pure. This is absolutely pure golf. I love it.
Thank you, thank you. We're really proud of it here.
Don't go anywhere, because when we return, we're going to zip on over for a private exclusive preview of the brand new golf course designed by Tiger Woods called Paynes Valley. That's up next when we continue from Big Cedar Lodge. It seems like every year at Big Cedar Lodge, they're celebrating the opening of another golf course, and this year is no exception, as the masterpiece designed by Ben Crenshaw and Bill Coore has come to life. It's Ozarks National. Matt McCreary, come on in here, because I need some help describing how special this golf course is. It's amazing.
It is. It is an 18-hole championship designed by Bill Coore and Ben Crenshaw. Ozarks National. It's already hosted its first senior championship event, the Legends of Golf by Bass Pro Shops. We're really proud of the course. It's an awesome design. It's across a ridge top, so it's walkable. It's wide fairway, so it's player friendly. And really, it's just a throwback design to kind of classic golf architecture.
It does feel like there's no tricks. There's nothing you have to guess about. It's just pure great golf.
It is, and it's a great complement to our other courses. It kind of stands out from being more of a player's course. There's only one cut of fairway throughout the entire course, one cut of zoysia fairway grass, so it props the ball up really well and is really inviting.
I have noticed there are some valleys and some tall grass that have invited at least a few of my shots into them. So you do have to have your game together, especially because you may be able to hear it. Pretty breezy up here.
Exactly. Being this high up, there's not a lot of protection from the wind, so when the breeze is blowing, it's definitely a factor in all the shots. But one aspect of Bill and Ben's design is that you can play the ground game. You can keep the ball low, you have multiple options and routings to the course, so you don't have to play the ball in the air. You can kind of bump and run it if you have to.
What do you think of when you think of the values in course design from Crenshaw and Coore?
I think the first thing is walkability. The tee boxes are strategically located close to the greens, so players can walk it if they want to. The playability is just wide open, so players can come in and hit driver and keep it high, or they can try to play shots more on the ground. They're really about, that old classic architecture style that brings back the kind of Scottish, almost links aspects here in Missouri.
There's another unique feature on this golf course that really doesn't have much to do with the playability of it, but I kind of take notice of it because it's called a comfort station. A very unique feature because we're quite a ways removed out here. What's the comfort station's story?
So it's not a returning nine. When you're playing golf, you're out until you're back at the clubhouse when you start on the first hole. So at the 9th hole, between the 9th and 10th, there's our comfort station, which is full of complimentary snacks and water, including hot dogs, Annie's frozen custard, pretzels, candies. It's a great situation for players that are out there and hungry and wanting a snack.
Now on this Ozarks National course, there's some length. If you choose to play back, there's some length. Front nine seems to be maybe a bit more scoreable because on the back, the test begins.
Yeah, the back is where the course really starts to show its teeth. So on those first couple holes is really where you want to get your scoring in. There's some shorter and reachable par fives, including the first hole. But once you get to the back, the length really starts to show, and you kind of have to have your game on point to score in the back nine.
Now, I don't know if a course this beautiful is allowed to have a signature hole, but I kind of feel like it might be the one where we're standing, the 13th.
They're all really special, but 13 really stands out. It's got a great tee shot over a canyon. There's an Amish-built bridge that takes you to the fairway. So it's one of those shots that you'll remember forever.
Quite often when a course is in its younger years, it feels like it. You look around and you see all this roughness and you realize the fairways might not be where they're supposed to be. This course feels like it's been here for a decade. It is not only healthy, it's lush.
It is, and it's kind of a testament to their architecture style. They want to make things look like they're that throwback classic golf architecture, but with a modern twist, so that's really what this course is about.
Well, so now for everybody who comes to Big Cedar, you need to put Ozarks National on your itinerary. We promise you an exclusive sneak peek at Paynes Valley, the new design by Tiger Woods here at Big Cedar Lodge, and nobody has had his hands in the dirt more Todd Bone, so I can't wait to learn more about this incredible property. You can hear the sounds of construction taking place in the back. The front nine pretty much seated in, the back nine still underway. What's this place going to be like?
Well, first of all, welcome, Bill, and to you and your team here to the beautiful Ozarks and to Paynes Valley. You're on a very special piece of property here, we feel, that is developing before your eyes. And this is going to be the Tiger Woods first public access golf course, which we're very excited with here at Big Cedar Lodge.
Now, make sure you heard that, folks. This is the first Tiger Woods design course on the planet where you can come and play. That'll happen in 2020. So what is Tiger doing with this property?
So what we're trying to do here is build a golf course that highlights the beautiful Ozark Mountains and the beautiful country that we get to call home here, but also provide the golfers a great playability, a great place that they can come with wide fairways, big greens, beautiful water features, and just immerse them into the Ozarks environment here.
He has a mindset, even as one of the greatest players of all time, of making sure his courses are playable for those who aren't the greatest golfers of all time. How does that make itself evident here at Paynes Valley?
Well, with his vision of making it playability and Johnny Morris's vision of just highlighting the beautiful nature here, you're able to provide the golfer a great opportunity to have wide fairways, beautiful vistas, big greens. We try not to have any water features that are, a big hazard in play. We'll have a few recirculating streams and whatnot, but no really big forced carries over any of the valleys or any of the water, ponds or anything like that. So this is going to be a very playable golf course. We have tee boxes all the way up for people. We got tee boxes all the way back for people as well. So the Tiger tees around here will measure around 7,300, 7,400 yards when we're done.
That's your distance, not mine.
You haven't seen me play.
Well, I also know that as part of the ethos, really, of Big Cedar Lodge and the vision of Johnny Morris, that you have a reverence for nature, for the wilderness, and making sure that from an environmental standpoint, when you build a golf course and maintain it, you pay attention to those factors. How does that play out here?
Us as superintendents with the GCSAA and us as superintendents on site, we really work hard to be good stewards of the environment with a lot of things that we do. Technology is coming on board now in our industry with single head irrigation controls, which water is becoming a huge issue across the country with the quantity of it and the use of it. So that all is a big part of it.
The vision for this property is breathtaking. The views from most of the tee boxes also breathtaking, and now you will have a chance to play a publicly accessible Tiger Woods golf course called Paynes Valley here at Big Cedar Lodge. Incredible. Todd, thank you so much for giving us a little sneak peek.
Thank you for coming.
It's a little bit breezy up here on the mountain as Janet Glazier rejoins us, because September 29th through October 2nd, we're inviting our viewers to come back here with us. You're going to have to put up with me again.
That's great. Please come and join us.
What is it like in early fall down here in the Ozarks?
It's really unexplainable. You just have to see the fall foliage and the Ozarks paradise. I mean, there's really nothing like it. If you're here and you're going down any of our attractions, like we talked about the Lost Canyon Cave and Nature Trail, or staying out at Camp Long Creek, there's nothing like fall in the Ozarks.
As we wind down our time here at Big Cedar Lodge, I'm once again blown away by the incredible beauty, the commitment to excellence on the entire property, and the reverence for the wilderness. And I want you to come be a part of this incredible tradition at Big Cedar. That's why we've put together a fall getaway for our viewers. We want you to join us at the end of September to come down here for an unforgettable time. All the information is on the website. We want to see you here for a tradition, by the way, every single day that rounds out with the Sunset Cannonball celebration.
Great, bud. Company halt. Can your posts. Prepare the weapon. Load. Ready, fire!